WKAR presents QuizBusters. Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy, building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy, count on us. By the Michigan Education Association and its 150,000 members advocating for a world-class public education that ensures a bright future for Michigan students and economy. Online at mea.org. And by viewers like you. Now, here's the host of QuizBusters, Matt Ottinger.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Welcome to QuizBusters. Glad to have you all with us. Welcome to our game. We have some intriguing matches in the two sets of semifinals at this level of competition, perhaps none more so than the first one we have. We have two Lansing schools playing against each other in this matchup, the Quakers of Eastern High School, the Vikings of Everett High School. Let me introduce you to the individuals before we get going with our game, beginning with the Quakers of Eastern High School. That team is Terry Lawrence, Jonathan Hootie Velasco, the captain August Stover, and Ben Hootie Velasco on the end. Alternates for Eastern are Chris Bond and Alex Mullen, and the advisor is Tyler Blakesley. And they'll play the Vikings. That team is Nick Thompson, Sharia Lundy, Tyler Gilson, the captain, and Tariq Brown. Alternates for Everett are Catherine Troyer and Emilio Pito. The advisor is Benton Billings. And let's get this crosstown showdown started with the quick 10. Our first 10 questions are all toss-ups. You all know that, and I'm sure you're anxious to get started. Good luck to all players. Let's get started. The quick 10 begins with question 1. What Piscine name is given to a photographer's wide-angle lens? Everett, Tyler.
Fisheye.
Fisheye lens, the wide-angle lens. That's right. Question 2. What future president defended British troops against murder? Eastern Ben.
John Adams.
It was John Adams after the Boston Massacre. Question 3. What is the best-known work of Russian novelist Boris Pasternak? Everett, Sharia.
Dr. Zhivago.
That's right. Question 4. What English king was beheaded in 1649? Eastern, August.
Charles I.
Charles I is right. Question 5. In what mountain range would you find the tiny country of Andorra? Everett, Tyler.
The Pyrenees.
The Pyrenees is right. Andorra, I was about halfway through. Question 6. What were the first names of the bank-robbing couple gunned down? Everett, Tyler.
Bonnie and Clyde.
That's what I wanted, by police in Louisiana in 1934. Question 7. What port city on the Nile River was once the capital of ancient Eastern August?
Alexandria.
Alexandria, capital of ancient Egypt. Nicely done. Question 8. What island country in the Mediterranean Sea has its capital at Nicosia? Everett, Tyler.
Cyprus.
Right. Question 9. In 1692, what city was the site of notorious Everett, Tyler?
Salem.
Nicely done. Of notorious witch trials. Question 10. Who is the current mayor of New York City? Eastern, August.
Bloomberg.
Bloomberg is right. There's 10. All 10 questions answered correctly. No surprise at all at this level of play. All 10 questions answered correctly. Everett with a slim lead. New toss-up now leads to a bonus. Players, here we go. The wives of this president's cabinet were involved in the petticoat affair. This man opposed Nicholas Biddle in the so-called Everett, Tyler.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson is right in the so-called bank war resulting in the Panic of 1837. Excuse me. Everett, bonus to you. This quantity can be expressed in units including torrs, T-O-R-R, and pounds per square inch. First, name this physical quantity equal to force per unit area.
Pressure.
Pressure is right. What principle, named for an 18th century Dutch-Swiss mathematician, holds that the pressure of a fluid tends to decrease as its velocity increases?
Boyle.
Not Boyle, Bernoulli. Daniel Bernoulli's principle is what I wanted. The first question we've missed so far today, but Everett added 10 to their score on that bonus. New toss-up players. Gregory Rayburn headed this company after the 2012 resignation of Brian Driscoll. Once known as Interstate Bakeries, It faced a strike when the BC Eastern August.
Hostess?
Hostess is what I wanted. Hostess Brands, the makers of Wonder Bread and Twinkies. Eastern, your first time in the bonus. Henry Hudson and Martin Frobisher were among those who searched for this passage. First, name this water route through the Canadian Arctic from Europe to Asia.
Northwest Passage?
Right. The first complete voyage through the Northwest Passage was made by what Norwegian explorer, who was also the first to reach the South Pole?
Amundsen?
Pronounce that again.
Amundsen.
Amundsen?
Amundsen is right. Roald Amundsen. And finally, the HMS Terror and HMS Erebus disappeared during what Royal Navy officers doomed 1845 expedition to sail through the passage?
I know a special on this.
And I need an answer.
No answer.
No answer. John Franklin is his name. 20 points on your bonus, and you've narrowed the score to a 10-point gap. And we have our first pop quiz, one-on-one action. These will be key in this game, I believe. THE will begin all correct responses in our first pop quiz. THE. We start with Terry from Eastern and Nick from Everett. The act of stealing or having... Nick.
Thievery?
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Terry, the act of stealing or having stolen something.
Theft?
Theft is the THE word. Thievery is THIE. Next. A dissertation embodying results of original research. That's Terry.
Thesis?
Thesis is right. And finally, an automatic device which regulates temperature in a... Nick.
Thermostat?
Thermostat's what I wanted in a house or office building. Jonathan now, Eastern, and Sharia, Everett. The 5-word phrase which magically transported Dorothy back to Sharia.
There's no place like home?
That's right, in The Wizard of Oz. Next. The narrow pass in ancient Greece, which was the site, Jonathan.
Thermopylae Pass?
The Thermopylae is all I needed, the site of the heroic stand by 300 Spartans. And finally, an actor, or someone who takes the craft of acting seriously. Sharia. Nope, too much time, Sharia. Don't say anything. Jonathan, anything?
Theatric?
Nope, thespian is the word that I wanted. That's the actor. Captains now, August from Eastern, Tyler from Everett. A person trained in methods of mental and physical treatment and rehabilitation of individuals. Tyler.
Therapist.
Therapist is right. Next. The people of Greece to whom the apostle Paul... Tyler.
Thebians?
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. August. The people of Greece to whom the apostle Paul wrote 2 letters, which are now the 13th and 14th books of the New Testament. Thessalonians is what I wanted. And finally, the 1954 science fiction film about radioactive mutated giant ants, or the objective case plural pronoun. Tyler.
Them?
Them is the right word. It's a great movie. Watch it. Ben from Eastern now. Tariq from Everett. A melody recurring so often or so... Ben.
Theme?
Theme is right. Next. An ancient city of Upper... Tariq.
Thebes?
Thebes is right. Upper Egypt on the Nile, near which the Great Temple was constructed. Final question. The trademarked name for a double-walled container used to keep a substance, usually a liquid. Ben?
Thermos.
Thermos, as in a thermos bottle. That's right. For 10, that's our quiz. Not surprisingly, we split those right down the middle. Everett still holds a 10-point lead. New toss-up now to get back to the bonuses. Everybody's back in for this. This quantity may be squared and divided by twice the mass to find the kinetic energy. The change in this quantity equals the time integral of force, also known as the impulse, and it is conserved in all collisions. Everett, Tyler.
Momentum.
Momentum is right. The quantity equal to mass times velocity. Everett, bonus to you. This author used material from his wife Zelda's diaries in his novels. First, name this author of This Side of Paradise, The Beautiful and Damned, and Tender is the Night. I need an answer.
Smith.
Not Smith. No, F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote those works. Tough break on that one. No points. You lead by 20. New toss-up, all players. This state's cities of Battle Mountain and Elko, E-L-K-O, lie on the Humboldt River in its north. This state contains Great Basin National Park, as well as the eastern half. Everett, Tyler.
Oregon.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'll continue for eastern. Do not confer. As well as the eastern half of Death Valley. For 10 points, name this western state that is home to Area 51. August.
Nevada.
Nevada is right. Eastern, you get the bonus. Give the following about the meaning of parentheses in programming languages. First, just like in pure math, parentheses are often used to override the normal rules for what arithmetic functions. Excuse me, let me read that again. Just like in pure math, parentheses are often used to override the normal rules for what arithmetic functions would be performed first. A concept known by what term, often remembered by the mnemonic PEMDAS, P-E-M-D-A-S.
Order of operations.
Thank you. Order of operations is right. I badly bungled that one. Thanks for getting it right. Next, parentheses are nearly universally used to surround what values that are passed as inputs to functions? I need an answer.
Commands.
Not commands, arguments or parameters are the words I could have taken. But you got 10 for that first one, and we are tied at 140 points, and that's where we're going to stop for halftime. Players take a break. I'll remind our viewers that our QuizBusters are playing for fun, for pride, and ultimately for prizes. Grand prizes await two teams at the end of the season. The winner of this game will play in the Green Division Championship, where they'll be playing for this.
QuizBusters is pleased to announce the exciting prizes for this season's championship teams. Students from 64 area high schools are competing for academic excellence with the help of the MSU Office of Admissions and the Office of the Provost. Each division championship team will receive 4 $5,000 tuition scholarship offers to Michigan State University. Contingent on admission to MSU, each scholarship is awarded for the freshman year only and must be used immediately following high school graduation. Students must maintain at least 12 credits per semester. The Green and White Division champions will then compete for the Grand Championship, with that team eligible for up to 5 one-year, 2-semester scholarships from SPS. This scholarship is for the use of books up to a value of $500 each to be used by team members who are in their first year as MSU students. These terrific championship prizes are offered through the continued generosity and support of the MSU Office of the Provost, the MSU Office of Admissions, and the Student Bookstore.
All right, Dan, thank you for that. We have a second half to play. A pop quiz awaiting us halfway through that second half. We will end the game with a 60-second lightning round. Wouldn't it be fun if the game was still knotted when we got there? Playing for control of the video bonus category players, let's get started with the second half. Here's your toss-up. He put up a fight like a welterweight cinnamon bear before being taken to a cave outside of Summit, Alabama. Ebenezer Dorset asks for $250 to take this boy back from 2 desperate men who had attempted to kidnap him. For 10 points, name this child held for ransom in a story by Everett, Tyler.
Huck Finn.
No, I'm sorry, that's a wrong answer. Eastern, I'll finish. Name this child held for ransom in a story by O. Henry. No harm done. The Ransom of Red Chief. Johnny was his name. New toss-up players. This man was criticized in La Libre Parole by Edward Drummond, but supported in the New Free Press by Theodore Herzl. Accused of a crime actually committed by Ferdinand Esterhazy, he was the subject of Émile Zola's J'accuse. For 10 points, name this French Jewish officer accused of treason. Everett, Sharia. No, don't say anything more, Sharia. Too much time. Eastern, anybody. August?
Shylock.
No, I'm sorry. The Dreyfus affair. Alfred Dreyfus. Nerves getting to our players a little bit. Let's settle down and go to new toss-up players. Rhode Island is the only Democrat-led state to have passed this kind of law. Mike Turzai said a law of this type would allow Mitt Romney to win Eastern, August.
Voter ID.
Voter ID law is right. It would allow Mitt Romney to win Pennsylvania, controversially. Eastern bonus category to you, it is the video bonus. Question 1 on the monitor. You know how this works. Chris Jolly is store manager at the MSU Surplus. Chris has question 1 for you. Pay close attention.
One of the most famous names in all of fiction may have come from a filing cabinet. In 1903, an author claimed that he came up with the name of his most famous creation by glancing at a particular drawer of his filing cabinet. the one labeled to cover roughly the second half of the alphabet. The label is now what well-known two-letter name?
Sherlock Holmes.
Anything?
Sherlock Holmes.
No two-letter name he asked for. The first half was A through N. The second half was O through Z. Oz. Frank Baum's Wizard of Oz is what I was looking for there. No points on that bonus. We're having a hard time breaking through. New toss-up players. This work, whose German nickname means with the timpani stroke, gives timpani a major role in its fourth allegro molto movement. That stroke appears in the second andante movement. For 10 points, what second of Joseph Haydn's London symphonies is named after an unexpected Everett Sharia?
Messiah?
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Eastern, I'll finish it. Is named after an unexpected loud chord. Terry.
Surprise Symphony.
The Surprise Symphony. Symphony number 94. Eastern, you get the bonus. Name these Chinese rivers. First, this third longest river in the world is blocked by the Three Gorges Dam and passes through Shanghai.
Yangtze River?
Yangtze River is right. This river, nicknamed China's Sorrow, is the second longest river in China. I need an answer.
Yellow River?
Yellow River is right for 20. Before this river empties into the Yellow Sea, it forms the boundary between China and North Korea.
We have this.
Yeah, we did this.
An A?
And I need an answer.
No answer.
No answer. We had yellow first, Yalu, Y-A-L-U, a different river with a similar sounding name. 20 points on your bonus. You have the lead by 40. New toss-up players. This analytical technique is typically performed with nichrome or platinum wire. Tiny amounts of sodium contaminant can obscure the real results with their bright yellow response. For 10 points, name this process of observing the color resulting from holding a sample. Eastern Ben.
Flame test.
Flame test is right. Over a Bunsen burner. Eastern, back to you. Name these loves of Zeus. First, Zeus disguised himself as a bull to kidnap what princess?
Io?
No, I'm sorry, it's Europa. Europa the answer. Tough break on that. No points. You'll stay with a 50-point lead as we head to our second pop quiz. Once again, one-on-one play. And this time, players, your letters are going to be V-E-R. Everything begins with V-E-R. Terry from Eastern and Nick from Everett, get us started. Belonging to or associated with spring, such as one of the equinoxes. Nick. No, don't want too much time, Nick. Don't say anything. Terry, you got anything? No. Vernal, as in the vernal equinox. Next. Possessing many and varied skills, or easily adapted to different activities. Terry.
Versatile.
Versatile is right. And finally, the Italian composer. Best known, Terry.
Verdi.
Verdi is right. Giuseppe Verdi, La Traviata and Aida. Jonathan now, Eastern, Sharia, Everett. One stanza of a poem, Sharia.
Verse.
Verse is right. Next. The first name of the spoiled rich girl who fights, Sharia.
Veruca?
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'll continue for Jonathan. The first name of the spoiled rich girl who fights with Betty Cooper in the comic books for the affections of Archie Andrews. And Jonathan's not up on his Archie comics. Veronica Lodge. Final question. An agricultural market city in Italy, where, Sharia.
Verona?
Verona, where the two gentlemen in the title of the Shakespeare play were from. August now, Eastern, Tyler, Everett. The sensation of whirling or dizziness. Tyler.
Vertigo.
Vertigo is right, often caused by heights. Finally. From the Latin, a word indicating that something was repeated or written down, Tyler?
Verbatim.
Exactly as it was spoken or written originally, that's right. And finally, the edge, rim, or, Tyler?
Vertice.
No, I'm sorry, not what I'm wanting. August, the edge, rim, or margin of something, or the point at which something begins to occur. Go ahead.
Vertex?
No, the verge of something. Didn't have to be a mathematical question. We go to the last two players now. Ben from Eastern, Tariq from Everett. The 19th century French Tariq.
Verne.
Verne is right. Jules Verne, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Next. Having a direction in line, Tariq?
Vertical.
Vertical is right, in line with the Earth's center. Final question. In sports or in a legal case, the word used, Tariq?
Verdict.
No, I'm sorry, that's not right. Ben, in sports or in a legal case, the word used to show that two parties oppose one another. Versus is the right word. You don't have to buzz in when you're the second one to play, and that's our quiz. All right. Not surprisingly, it's still close. A few more key toss-ups, a few more key bonuses, and then the lightning round. Everybody is back in for this. This poet wrote about farming in the 4 books of his Georgics, while shepherds are the central figures of his eclogues. He is best known for a poem whose characters include Lavinia, Turnus, and a queen of Carthage named Dido. For 10 points, name this Roman author of the Aeneid. Everett, Tyler.
Virgil.
Virgil is right. V-I-R in that case, not V-E-R. Everett, to you, 13 days of frenzied negotiations at a presidential retreat in 1978 led to the first recognition of Israel by an Arab country. First, identify those accords named for that retreat or camp.
Camp David.
Camp David is right. What U.S. president helped Israel and Egypt negotiate the Camp David Accords? He was defeated by Ronald Reagan in 1980.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter is right. The Camp David Accords earned the 1978 Nobel Peace Prize for Egypt's Anwar Sadat and what Likudnik Prime Minister of Israel? I didn't answer.
Ben Gurion.
Not Ben Gurion. No, after him. Menachem Begin. B-E-G-I-N. Begin. 20 points in the bonus gives you the lead. New toss-up players. This man attacked the Presbyterians and praised the Quakers in his Letters on the English. In the Everett, Tyler.
Voltaire.
Right, for 10 points. Well done, you pulled it out. Everett, bonus to you. This type of policy has been justified by the claim that it reverses a history of discrimination. First, name this practice identified by a 2-word name of giving preference to underrepresented races or genders in hiring or college admission.
Affirmative action.
Right. In November 2012, an appeals court struck down what state's Proposal 2, a constitutional amendment enacted in 2006 that barred affirmative action at its university's flagship campus?
California.
No, actually, we're hoping you're paying a little bit more attention to the current affairs right here. It's Michigan. Michigan, the right answer. Only 10 points on the bonus, a 30-point lead. New toss-up players. The anesthetic lidocaine blocks voltage-gated channels for this substance, responsible for depolarization of neurons. Which, Eastern Ben?
Sodium.
Sodium is right. Eastern, bonus to you. Give the following about organic compounds. First, this solvent is used as a paint thinner and nail polish remover. As the simplest ketone, its name also ends in O-N-E.
Acetone.
Acetone is right. This class of compounds has general formula ROR prime. Its diethyl variety is a common anesthetic.
Esters, ethers, esters.
Esters.
Esters? Have to check. No, I'm sorry. It's an ether. E-T-H. E-T-H. You were struggling to get close to it, but not close enough, unfortunately. Only 10 points on your bonus gives you 240. Everett at 250, and we have time for another toss-up. No, we don't. It is time for the lightning round. The last 60 seconds of the game, and as I said at halftime, it would be close. Nothing but toss-up questions remain for our players. As always, they'll score 10 points for a right answer. In the lightning round, we subtract 10 points from their score and move to the next question. Everett with a score of 250, Eastern with a score of 240 for the right to go to the Green Division Final. There are 60 seconds left on the lightning round clock. And the lightning round begins now. What type of blood vessels carry blood away from the heart to the Ben?
Arteries.
Right. In what Broadway musical does a middle-aged man sell his soul to the devil to become a great baseball? Shreya.
Goddamn the Yankees.
Wrong. By what noble nickname was jazz pianist and band leader William Basie known? Terry.
Count Basie.
Right. In what state would you find a giant sequoia tree called the Ben?
California.
Right. What does the government issue to give a person exclusive rights to an invention? August.
Patent.
Right. What organ in your body filters wastes, chemicals, and salts? Ben.
Kidney.
Right. Who was the Norse god of thunder? And Tariq.
Thor.
Right. What was the name of the runaway slave befriended by Huckleberry? Tariq.
Jim.
Right. What is the capital of North Carolina? Tyler.
Raleigh.
Right. What Revolutionary War figure helped Ethan Allen capture Fort Ticonderoga before becoming August?
Washington.
Wrong. The longest running program in television history is what? Sunday morning, Sharia.
Simpsons.
Wrong. Coaxial tomography is better known by its acronym as what type of time is up? And Eastern with a comeback win. You're our winners. It's a title, and unfortunately, Sharia gave me a little bit too much of a bad answer there. Damn Yankees is what the play is called. Benedict Arnold. I was going to say turncoat in that question eventually. The longest running program in history is the Sunday morning news program Meet the Press. Coaxial tomography is a CAT scan. We didn't quite get to that question. A sensational game between two sensational teams. Well, obviously, it's going to mean one team's disappointed. Everett, that's you this time around. Thank you for giving us a great season. You're many of you to the defending Green Division champions from last year. You know how exciting it can be, and you know that sometimes it's the turn of the question. Thank you for playing with us. Eastern, congratulations. You moved to the Green Division Finals. We'll have an opponent for you. It's either Okemos or Hazlitt coming up in just a short time. Our first White Division semifinal next time. I hope it's this exciting. The Colts of Hillsdale Academy, the Eagles of Kent City. Thank you for watching, and for all of us, I'm Matt Ottinger. Enjoy.
Production of QuizBusters is made possible in part by Consumers Energy. Building Michigan's future by supporting excellence in education. Consumers Energy. Count on us. By the Michigan Education Association and its 150,000 members advocating for a world-class public education that ensures a bright future for Michigan students and economy. Online at mea.org. And by viewers like you. Book Scholarship Awards are provided by SPS, the student bookstore, located at 421 East Grand River Avenue in East Lansing. Make sure you like our page on Facebook. For more information about QuizBusters or any of WKAR's locally produced series or specials, visit our website, WKAR.org.